Morning, morning, morning. This is weird. But anybody that's watched me for a while knows that I awaken early in the morning. It's almost 7 now, but I've been up since 3. And my morning ritual is to check out mainstream media news on TV, look at some alternative media sources, okay, Alex Jones, the Drudge Report, WND, and some others. Now, this morning while I was doing that, and YouTube, alright, I look at YouTube, see what's been posted overnight. Now, there's a third string citizen journalist, I guess, out there, Dabu7, who had a video he posted last night. At the time I looked at it, it was 4 hours old. Okay, and that's very important, 4 hours old. But I think he actually works for an alternative media source, but I'm not sure, so I won't go into that. But anyway, Dabu posts this video about nuclear waste storage tanks in Hanover, up in Washington, leaking at the Hanover nuclear facility. And this is breaking news, according to Dabu. And you're not going to hear about this in the mainstream media. Okay? Well, funny thing, I did a video on the Hanover tank leaks, or leak, at the time it was reported as one, 6 days ago, back on the 17th. So, I mean, I guess maybe he can call it breaking news because he's saying there's 6 now. And there was only 1 at the time I did my video. And that's cool. We'll give him that it's breaking news. But he says that the mainstream media, you're not going to hear about this on mainstream media. So, you know, we all know I like doing my internet self-directed search. So I did one. And here's what I found out. An hour before Dabu posted his video, ABC reported it. 2 hours before Dabu, Reuters reported it. 3 hours before Dabu, CNN and NBC reported it. 5 hours before Dabu, the New York Times reported it. And ABC reported it 7 hours before Dabu reported it. So, not only is it not really breaking news, but the fact that he says you're not going to hear about this on mainstream media is an out-and-out lie, because mainstream media had already reported it as much as 7 hours before. And possibly more than 7 hours. I don't know. Once I got to the 11 hour or the 7 hour point, I quit looking to see who all reported on it, okay? So, it may have been reported earlier. I don't know. What's the point to all this? This is what second and third string media does. They find a story, they report on it, and they tell you that nobody else is going to. And the reason they're doing that is because so many of you have quit looking at mainstream media. Okay? Where my opinion is that you need to look at the mainstream, you need to look at second string, alternative media, and you also need to look at third string media, which is what I call people who refer to themselves as journalists, members of the press, whatever, on YouTube. Okay? An example, and they're getting their news from the mainstream media, even though they say they don't look at the mainstream media. Alright? I quit watching mainstream media. All they do is lie to us. Well, they're full of shit. Okay? For instance, Alex Jones, second string media. George for title, citizen journalist, third string media. Both do reports using Drudge report as their source. Well, Drudge don't write shit, okay, that I've found. At least not on his iPhone app posts. Okay, everything is from other media sources. Okay, but Alex and George, for example, don't tell you where the article came from that they got from the Drudge report. They just tell you it came from the Drudge report. Therefore, it's an alternative media source, and God knows it's gospel. So, I just took some time and looked at the Drudge report this morning. And I looked at every frigging article posted, okay, on my iPhone, except for the entertainment crap, because I don't consider that news. I could care less who's winning an Oscar and who's not, and who Harry Doo-Doo is predicting is going to win an Oscar, okay? But out of their, what I call news articles, this is what I found. 33 of them came from the mainstream media. 18 came from alternative media sources. And I include alternative media sources into sources that I don't really know what they are. They may be mainstream, and I'm crediting alternative, okay? And then there was one that I couldn't figure out at all what the hell it was. I mean, I couldn't see the article. So I didn't, if I can't look at the article and see who it was by, then I didn't count. Now, the interesting thing on Drudge is that guess who reported the two articles that they had listed on the leak in Washington? CBS and Reuters. Apparently, alternative or third string media hadn't reported on it yet, according to them. So, here's my point. You as viewers, allow second and third string media to report this crap to you. And in some cases, they reference alternative media sources as where they got it. But in reality, odds are that they didn't come originally from an alternative news source. It came from the mainstream media. Y'all need to start looking at what these people are feeding you. Why would you say this was reported on the Drudge report, and not tell you that, hey, I was looking at the Drudge report and ABC or NBC or CBS or Fox or the New York Post or whoever? Why wouldn't they tell you that these people reported on the Drudge report? Because it destroys their game plan. Their plan is to embed in your little pointed heads that the mainstream media is full of shit. They just tell you what they want to tell you, and they lie to you in everything they do tell you. But if it came from the Drudge report, it must be true because he's an alternative media source. Alex Jones is an alternative media source, so it must be true, even though the shit came from the mainstream to start with. Food for thought, folks. Open your eyes. Look at what's going on. Look at the Drudge report when they say it came from Drudge. See who put it out. That's all I'm saying. Look. Alternative media isn't 100% true. They have their own agenda. Mainstream media doesn't report everything 100% true. They have their agenda. And so do the citizen journalists. Thanks for your support. Hope you enjoyed this because I think it's funny as far and ridiculous at the same damn time. Look, thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave a comment. All right. Hey, subscribe if you haven't. If you'd like to, I'd appreciate it. If you think somebody might enjoy this video or think I'm stupid and might enjoy looking at a stupid person, hey, feel free to mirror it, send it on to them or whatever you want to do. That's it. Try to have a great day. I am. Bye-bye now.